Hi everyone, it's Sarah here from Peaceful Pensieve. I just kind of decided to do a bit of an impromptu YouTube video, basically because I know that I filmed my setup that I was planning for kind of 2021, and I think about a week after, I don't even think I went a week into January without switching. So it didn't go so well. So I just thought I would talk you through what I'm actually using now, like the rationale behind why I've changed again, and kind of, yeah, it's just a bit of a, as I said, an impromptu video. So it might be a little bit chatty. Hopefully it'll all make sense. But yeah, just thought I'd talk you through it. So those of you who watched my last video will probably know that I was in two planners. So I was in an Oryx in the Pocket XL. This is the Ostrich X leather, so it means it's got less quills than full ostrich. So full ostrich would have all these quills kind of all over, and the X has these kind of patterns of quills. These are both from Giglio. So yeah, this is the Oryx colour, this is the Grigio. So Pocket XL, B6 Appunto. And I was using, Pocket XL was my wallet, but also it's a ring planner. So I had like my monthly calendar, like different lists, shopping lists, things that I didn't mind not kind of keeping, because my stuff that's in a bound book is kind of things that I want to, yeah, keep. So then I had my B6 Appunto for things like journaling, memory keeping, gratitude, and daily. So do like a daily brain dump. So I was using both of these. And I've also recently started a doctorate course. So this is my notebook, my course notebook. So it's got like literally all my notes in. It's got a Muji like academic notebook, which is where I use the calendar just to note down when my assignments are. And then just a B6 Stalgy, which is just to, do all my lecture notes and things on. So I just felt like carrying around 3 planners was just going to be ridiculous, especially because it felt like we were kind of trying to return back to normal. So the UK has been in restrictions ever since March due to COVID. We've had 2 full lockdowns, and there was talk about kind of things getting better. So I thought I need to like make this a bit lighter if I'm going to have to start carrying it around, especially on uni days when I'm, carrying this around as well. So what I decided to do was I had to keep this for uni. So rather than these, I switched into an A6. So this is a hand-stitched leather tee. It's absolutely stunning. Like, honestly, I would really recommend this cover. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. It feels so soft. It's amazing. You get like pockets here, one here, more pockets here. So you don't get the back pocket like you do with the Giglios. So you can see the back pocket here. You don't get that with the hand-stitched leather tee. And you don't get a pen loop, but there's a pen. I used to put my pen in here. I think I didn't miss the back pocket as much. The main thing I actually missed was the bookmarks. So with the Giglio Appuntos, you get these bookmarks, which I use to mark the page I'm on and normally the month. So what I did was I actually made tabs, you can see here. And this was my monthly, weekly, and today. So I could just move them kind of, when I wanted to. So I had the tab and I could, pick it up and move it. So yeah, that was working okay, but I kept like seeing everyone's B6s. I kept like missing the space. I was kind of like, I was using it to like do my dailies and journal and try and be more creative, but I missed the space of the B6 page. So for one of the days, I thought, right, what I'll do is I'll turn it round so it looks like a B6 page. I was kind of trying everything to make it work because I just felt like B6 was going to be too heavy for me to carry. However, I think another reason why it was easier to change is because we have gone into a third lockdown. So we aren't going anywhere. So actually, the reason why I was changing wasn't so relevant anymore, but I wanted to do it in a way that meant that when we did go back, it was still lighter and easier to carry than these two. So I'm really hoping this is making sense so far. So yeah, moved from these into this for about a week, 2 weeks, something like that. So what I did then was I felt really quite like worried about changing. I wasn't sure what to do. There's lots of like anxiety going on in the world at the moment with the pandemic and everything that's happening. It's really, really hard time for a lot of people. Not being able to see your family and friends is just rubbish. And yeah, there's lots of really, you know, people are really unwell. People have got family members who have passed away. It's just horrible. So I just thought I just want to like give myself grace and just move back to something that I feel comfortable in. Like if B6 is my size, then that's what I'm going to do. So I actually purchased, I got this second hand, but it was in pretty much new condition, a B6 Apunto in black. Now the reason I went for this is because I've called it my no worries planner. I need something that's got no worries in. My husband actually got it me for my birthday. And basically the colour like goes with everything. It's black, it doesn't matter if things get spilt on it, it's going to look beautiful as it patinas. I don't need to worry about marks, anything like that. What's it going to look like when it patinas? It's going to look gorgeous. I just don't have to worry about it. So that's why I went for this, because I was like, I need something that's no worries. And yeah, the size just feels right again. Like, yeah, it just feels right. So yeah, it was meant to be, even though, yeah, it was a very short stint. Even though I still like, even picking this up, I still love it. But I just don't think it's the size for me, so yeah. But as I said to you, I wanted to make sure that it was still going to be lighter, a different situation to before. So I have still, I'm not using my Pocket XL at the moment. So what I did was I've actually printed out like calendar inserts. So I've printed them off so that I don't need to have like my calendar in here. So I'm just literally just using this one planner, other than obviously my course notebook. But in terms of my planner, kind of everyday life, it's just this. The other thing I did was I actually got half year Stalgy. So let me try and compare the sizes. If I take these out, let's take the bookmarks out. I'll show you. So, difficult to get out. Just bear with me. So, just slipping them out of the pockets. So yeah, I got a half year Stalgy instead of a full year. So the idea is that I'm going to use this up and then transfer to another half year. So you can see kind of the size difference. This one's obviously been used for a bit longer, but you can really see the size difference between the half year and the full year. So it's actually a lot lighter, particularly as it gets filled up. So that was kind of something I did to try and like reduce, I guess, the weight that I'm carrying around, because I know that, you know, we are, even though sometimes it feels like we're not, we are going to go back to normal. We are going to be out and about more, and I don't want to be kind of changing things up again. I want to be in something where I feel, you know, kind of more settled. So yeah, that's what I did. Got a half year. So yeah, this has, so as I said, this has everything in. So I use the, I've got all of my, before I go into it, sorry, I've got all of my acetate and vellum is from the Crescent Planner. So I've got some I always have it. I just feel like it makes, oh sorry, shook the camera. I just feel like it makes the planner feel like your own. Because you can just like, I don't know, yeah, it's hard to explain. It just feels really nice. It really makes it, for me, to just feel like it's, you know, me. This is like so me on the front, so yeah. I've also been putting some vellum inside, just checking. Yeah, sometimes some of this stuff is a bit confidential, so I have to be a bit careful, but yeah, so I got some vellum inside as well, just to make my pages a bit prettier. One of my New Year's resolutions was to be a bit more creative in my planner, because sometimes I just have my to-do list in, and it can sometimes feel a bit of a like place where it's just all things I need to do, and then I don't want to pick it up sometimes if I'm feeling like really demotivated. Whereas when it's somewhere I can journal in, gratitude, put pretty things in quotes, etc., it just, yeah, I reach for it a lot more and it feels so much nicer. So yeah, I use the bullet journal method. So basically I have an index. So what I do is I literally turn to the next blank page and I just write on that next page. So I'll show you a bit of this so you can see. And then I have my index. So say on my daily brain dump, if I wrote something there that I needed to remember, like a reference number or something like that, I could put that in my index and then I'd be able to come back to it another time. Or say if on the next blank page, for example, I want to put cocktail recipes, which is one of the things that I've got in here, then I could just turn to the next blank page and I can see that that's page 45. So there they are. I can easily get back to them. So that's why I use that index. And it means for me, I know a lot of people like to separate out their planner, so they might like say there's like 30 days in the month. They'd leave 30 pages for March, 30 pages for April, you know, stuff like that. And then you like separate out the back bit for the journaling or something like that. But for me, that makes me feel a bit anxious that I might not have left enough, or what if one day I need to use 2 pages for my daily because it's such a busy day. So I find it easier to just use the next blank page, but then use my index to give me structure. Okay, so I think I can show, yeah, so I'll show a bit of this. So as I said, I do everything. So journaling, I do a daily page. Obviously there's not much on here because it's my birthday, so I'm not doing much. So there's some more journaling there. I just was trying to remember something, so it doesn't matter, I can just write it wherever. And then I've got my dailies. So as I said, I'm trying to be a bit more creative, make it look a bit prettier. So I've added in like some stickers, but there's no like, it doesn't take me very long. There's not like it's not a big deal if I don't do it. It's just, you know, something that's nice to add in. This is the freebie from SM Plan's Facebook group, so I can link that below so you can find it. Oh yeah, I was trying out my fountain pen. I'll show you that as well in a minute. So yeah, I had a uni work plan. I was like, oh, I need to get this out of my head. Just use that for a random page, some journaling, another daily, more journaling, another daily, some beautiful vellum from the Crescent Planner. Oh, I love this quote. Absolutely love that quote. I saw this on Planning with Stars Instagram, and so I was like, I need to put that on planner. Just wrote that down. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just the freedom to do whatever you want. I'm going to be able to look back on this and look at my journaling. This here is actually something called the Pomodoro method. So because I'm doing uni work, I do find that sometimes it's really hard to get motivated. So what the Pomodoro method is you get a certain amount of Pomodoros, which is like basically 25 minutes, then you have a 5-minute break. So I stuck these stickers in, these are from Pebble & Co, to say, right, I'm going to do 2 Pomodoros of this. So I time myself 25 minutes, and because you've only got 25 minutes, you really like want to get through it. So you actually do work, and then a 5-minute break means you're not quite finished with what you were planning on doing. So it's easier to get back into it. So that's those. I think I've left my stickers upstairs. Yeah, normally I have them in the back of here. I've left them upstairs. yeah, so this was today. So obviously I haven't, this is quite plain. So some of them might look like this, or I might add like a bit of colour or a sticker. So for example, I've got these 3 Tombow pens. These are the ones that I use. I don't have any other ones, but I might invest in some more at some point. So yeah, I can just like use one of these to highlight the date. I always do my affirmation, and I also have got some stickers. I'll link the Etsy shop for these as well, because I think they're so cute. I'll show you them. These are the ones I've been using. I actually ordered 2 more packets of these after they came, so I thought I'll just hoard them. Yeah, so I think they're just so pretty. So I tend to just kind of put one of these on the day. Sometimes it's easier to stick the sticker down before doing the... that one will look perfect. Yeah, so I might stick it stick it there before I start writing, stick it here. But yeah, I think they're so pretty. So I love those. It just adds a little bit of something extra. So I'll stick this down. Might be able to do it now because there's pressure because I'm on camera. Oh, there we go. Looks nice. And then I saw this on Instagram and thought I need to write that in to remind myself there is hope. We will get there, even though my handwriting is awful. I'm going to be practicing. Basically, I've got a new fountain pen and a new ballpoint pen, which I'm really excited about. I bought them with birthday money, so it's literally the cutest thing ever. This is the Kaweco Liliput. This is the fountain pen and the ballpoint pen. So they are literally the same. I bought this one, I bought this one slightly earlier, and you can see it's already starting to age, and this one just arrived today. So basically, you like twist the end off, and then you post it on the bottom, and it's like, it is just adorable, and then write with it like that. So this is the fine nib. I also have an extra fine nib upstairs. You can actually change the nibs really easily on these. So that's quite good. But yeah, as you can see, I really need to practice. But yeah, it's really nice. Writes really nicely. So yeah, that's that one. And then this that just arrived, literally about probably like an hour ago or something. This is the same, but in the ballpoint. So I'm going to use this as my like everyday one. But unfortunately, the ink that it came with is blue. And I like to write in black ink. So I've ordered some black refills and from Amazon. It's really interesting removal actually. So it's just a D1 refill, ballpoint refill. So you can get them from anywhere really. I just ordered some off Amazon. They don't have to be Kaweco, but I've got like 5 Kaweco replacements for like £7 or something. So it was pretty cheap, which is good. So I can't wait for that to come tomorrow. I feel so impatient. But yeah, this will go in here. I mean, look. It's so tiny. I literally love it. And also it's perfect with the black. I mean, any colour goes well with black. So that's also a good thing about having the black. These are just bits of acetate that I had like left over. But yeah, so that is what I'm using at the moment. And it's going really well. I'm glad that I moved back to B6. It's really hard because I still love A6. Like I look at this and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Fits so nicely in my hand. And that's how I feel about pocket rings. I think my ideal setup is always going to be B6 or punto and pocket rings. But I do think that whilst I'm on my course and I'm going to be carrying this as well, particularly to uni when we are going, like, I just can't. It's better to have this than like a pocket as well. I just couldn't do all of it. So It still feels like a lot to me with 2B6s, so yeah. I mean, this is Matte and Dyed, and you can see, like, so this is probably 2-3 months older than this one, and you can see like the patina it's getting. Basically with Giglio leathers, the Apoca leather, the oils from your hands make it patina, which is basically like it gets this shine and it gets really soft. Like this is just really soft. So the more you use it and the more you like touch it, the more it just is just incredible. So I always get really I'm so tempted to move it into my undyed just because it is gotten so beautiful from like being used and handled. But yeah, I know that my black will get like that, and I need to be patient because if I do move, obviously it's not going to keep patinaing, so I won't be using it as much. So yeah, I just need to be patient. But honestly, guys, just use your Giglios. Like I've heard some people say they've got them and then they're too scared to use them. I'm like, no, you've got to use them because that's the point. And they're so much better when they're used. Like they're amazing anyway, but they're so much better when they're used. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I think, yeah, it's a perfect planner for me. I like all the pockets. You've got lots of pockets. I've got like, I tend to put letters and things for appointments in the big back pockets. I do like that. I love the bookmarks. I do think they've like really considered, you know, when they've designed it, they've really considered how to, yeah, give it the best design. So yeah, I'm really pleased. So this is basically what I'm doing. Uni, and then my whole life in here. Daily brain dumps, gets things out of my head, makes me feel much like less anxious. Sometimes just having my planner with me makes me feel calmer. I think I really rely on my like organizational skills to help with that. And even though I'm not, you know, we're not going anywhere, so my calendar's pretty empty compared to what it's normally like, I still have stuff I need to remember. And every day I have so many thoughts that pop into my mind. I've got obviously so many things to do with uni and everything that I want to capture it. I need to get it down, need to get it out of my head. Otherwise, I literally will forget it. My brain is like a sieve. If I don't write something down, it's gone. And then I spend, you know, 20 minutes annoyed with myself trying to think, well, what was it I forgot? So it's just a waste of time. So yeah, I definitely have to have a planner. And the fact that they're so beautiful makes it, you know, even better. So yeah. Any questions or anything, just let me know. The one other thing I haven't shown you is my writing board, which I keep in here. So this is by Lauren Phelps Designs. And I just keep it in because it makes it easier to write on the page. It's really cute, like scalloped a bit as well, so it's easy to get to. But yeah, it makes it so much easier to write when you've got like something to lean on. Particularly I think with the thinner books. So yeah, what am I on now? So I've been using this since, so I put all of the months in and like important dates and things like that. And my affirmations start on the page 19. I'm now on page, I've used it for basically most of January, and I'm on page 68. So it should last me at least 3 months, if not slightly more, and then I'll move into my next one. So yeah. As I said, any questions or anything, let me know. Sorry if it was a little bit chatty. I didn't plan it, so I wasn't really sure what I was going to say, but I just wanted to update everyone because I know that I'd shared my setup, and then anyone that follows me on Instagram is probably thinking, that is not what planner she's in. So yeah, I thought I would share that it all changed a few days after I filmed that video. So yeah, I'll put my Instagram below if you want to follow me. That'd be amazing. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate everyone's support, and I love chatting with everyone. So if you want to like send me a message on Instagram anytime, please do. And I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.